He's joining us in the comms box. He's won Group 1. He's got a week off. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, Carl. It's nice to be in the comms box, obviously watching all the guys sweat it out. And this should be a really great match between Mieszko and Kelly.
Mieszko Fortunski. Yeah, big match for Kelly Fisher. She's on 1 out of 2 so far. She started off very well yesterday. She won her first 2 matches and then lost the next 4, so that was a shame. So she's got a tough match here though. Mieszko's played very well in his 2 matches, so she will know that. But she's getting this match underway. She will break first. Rat 1.
Good break there by Kelly, and she's had a nice little roll there. All the balls split at the top of the table to leave her nicely on the 1 ball.
Yeah, that's a very generous split indeed. That's just what the doctor ordered in the first rack. That's always nice to see.
Not often you see 6 balls in the top part of the table off a break-off either. She's just got to be a little bit careful here, looking to leave a gap, either be between the 6 and the 4 ball, sorry, the 6 and the 5 ball, or she may choose to draw the cue ball out. I think drawing the cue ball out is probably the safer option.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed with Kelly's game. She likes to stun the ball and play a lot of draw shots.
That's a good shot, that is. She's played for the gap. All about personal preference, but that's a perfect shot there. Nice little angle on the 2 ball to get to the 4. And this is just what the doctor ordered.
I mean, she'd have liked to have left that straight, but the 5 ball goes in the same pocket, so you know it's not going to cause her too many problems, this. Good chance to get the first rack on the board. Always settles you down in any match.
And one thing about Kelly Fisher is she doesn't miss many open balls. So if you give her the opportunity, she will take it.
Yeah, we don't need to keep harping on about her snooker background, but obviously snooker players are blessed with that compact, nice cue action, so very little can go wrong, and that's what makes her such a good potter of the ball.
Just a little bit in between here. She's looking to play for the 8 ball in the side pocket, but she's got options. She can play for it in either corner also, but you would play position for the centre pocket, knowing that if you overran the ball, you will be okay on the 8. And she's miscued. What a time to miscue.
Well, Chris, we were just bigging a cue action up there as well. It's the old commentator's curse strikes again. That's not something you see every day of the week, the professionals miscuing, but that was a shocker.
Yeah, she must have been digging really low on the cue ball for that to happen. Not quite sure she needed to dig so low, as it was a stun shot over really. And Mies goes under it this ball, but he's left a bank shot. And this isn't a tough bank shot. It's all about the position for the 8 ball, for the 9 ball, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he's big favourite to make the bank shot here, as Chris said. It's just all about where the cue ball goes, but Let's see how he manages this one.
Good shot there, a nice position onto the 9 ball. And this is going to work. Kelly Fisher, she had a great opportunity. Unfortunately miscued.
Yeah, they hurt. Unfortunately for Kelly Fisher fans, the miscue has cost her the first rack. Over on table 2, Clint Catchy, who at the moment is top of this group. He's playing Ralph Suke. Ralph, he's desperate to get a win on the board. Not the start he wanted.
Yeah, Catchy's been playing some good stuff these last couple of days, and certainly been the best player I've seen over the last couple of days, but it can all turn in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and Ralph's lost, he certainly lost 2 Hill matches. He lost 5-4 to Niels, and
Rack number 2, current scores.
he also lost 5-4 to Fortuński. Can't remember what score he lost against Kelly Fisher though. Can you, Chris? What score did Kelly beat Ralph?
I think Kelly beat Ralph 5-3, I believe. Not
Right.
sure. Look at this for a break. Does the 2 ball pass the 5 ball?
Well, look at the 9 ball. It was going towards the side pocket, and he's already had the one and only golden break in this event so far.
Yeah, and it flew into the top right hand corner, got kicked and shot at 100 mile an hour straight into where the 1 ball is.
So, Mr. Magic Man Mellin wins Group 1 on day 1. You must be feeling pretty nice.
Yeah, it's always nice to get through early, have a 5 or 6 days off, watch everybody sweat it out, watch a few matches, and just try and relax in general. Try and reply to everybody's messages on social media.
What, all 3 of them? Tomorrow, I believe me and you are commentating on Darren's first match. That's going to be quite interesting.
Yes, let's hope he doesn't miss too many. Struck the 2 ball there with good authority. Nice angle on the 4 to get over for the 5.
Yeah, it's been an impressive day so far. Very natural, plays quite quick as well, so very easy on the eye.
Yeah, for me he's definitely in the top 2 players in Poland. And both players are left-handed.
Conrad, you second?
Konrad Jushinsk, I believe his name is.
I'm not having he's called that. What is it? Jushinsk.
Jushinsk.
Jushinsk. So he's spinning his 3 rails anywhere in the middle of the table. He will have a shot on this 7 ball.
Yeah, he's just about okay there on the 7. Nice little angle. Probably come 2 rails below the centre pocket, taking the in-off out of the equation. Clever little shot there. A lot of people may have played above the centre pocket, but playing that shot, you bring the middle pocket into the equation, and you could scratch. Where playing it that way, there's no danger.
Now here's an interesting situation. Do you top this ball 1 rail and come back down for the 9 in the top left, or do you just play a little soft stun shot 2 rails for the 9 in the bottom left?
I'm coming back down the table 1 rail. You can overhit this shot by a long way. The key to the shot is obviously not under it. Nicely there onto the 9 ball, and Mieszko looks as though he's in good form, looking to take a 2-0 lead over Kelly Fisher.
And 2-0 it is. Of course, Fortunski's won his first 2 matches. The last match was a classic with Ralph.
Yeah, he beat David Alcade in the first match 5-1. And his last match, which we've just seen, he beat Ralph Suke 5-4, making a 9-ball on the break at 4-3.
There you see our referee, Mr. John Lehman from New York. He's got a nickname, we call him Wing Ball John, because every time he racks the balls, the wing ball goes in. So if you ever see John in the pool rooms in America, just say, "Hi, Wing Ball John."
I believe John's actually an actor on Broadway.
Yeah, he's acting like a good referee. No, you're right, that was a little one-liner. He's an
3,
actor back in
times 4,
America.
2-0.
Super nice
Fortunski.
guy as well. Good
Ms.
to be
Fisher
around.
to break.
Good referee. Kelly to break, rack 3.
What a break that is. Is the 3-ball going to get in the way? It is. And the pool gods are punishing Kelly Fisher for the miscue in the first rack.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. All looked like it was going to sit pretty and she was going to have a nice easy layout, and then the old last ball come right in front of the cue ball and stop the pot. Now she can see some of the 2-ball, but I'm not so sure if she can. Could she duck the cue ball behind the 7? Very difficult.
I think I'd play a push out here, Carl, and push the 9-ball onto the 4,
Push.
leaving the edge of the 2 and just tying the balls up a little bit, because there's no easy push out here.
Yeah, it's not the worst option, is it?
And what I mean by it's not the easiest push out is that you've got to leave yourself a shot what you're happy with, and hopefully your opponent will put you back in. But in turn, she can tie a couple of the balls up, which I think is the right option. She doesn't want to leave the 4-9 combo.
She's missed a little bit of a trick there, I feel.
Yeah, may see Fortuński play a bank into the bottom corner pocket here. He could actually clip off the 2-ball with right hand spin and go in behind the 7 also. I'd be taking this on if this was me.
Well, you'd be swerving off about 8 rails, wouldn't you?
Maybe 9.
Yeah, I think what Chris was saying before, if she'd have just tied the 9 up on the 4, and of course tried to not leave it as a dead combo, just gives you that little bit of insurance. Now it's like eggs all in one basket.
Yeah, that's right. The game's all about the 2-ball now. Whoever makes a 2-ball should run out the game. Where if the 4-ball was tied up, it's a little insurance, like you say. And that's what he's done. He's played in behind the 7 and he's played it well. Kelly's in deep trouble. She may be able to bend this around the 7, and if she does connect, there's a good chance it may go in.
So she's trying to play rail first.
Don't be surprised if she does hit this, the 2 goes in. She's going to be snookered, I think. Oh, the spun just stopped in time. But look at where the cue ball is. She's not got any chance of potting the 3-ball and getting onto the 4. Great kick shot there from Kelly. Wasn't easy at all. Had to swerve it.
She could technically chip the right hand side of the 3 kind of towards the middle diamond on the top rail and just try and bounce it off a bit behind the 8 and get the cue ball behind the 7.
Yeah, I like that shot. I just think it's a little bit thin to play that shot. Knowing Kelly, she'll try punch this in and miss the 8-ball. Got to try and avoid the in-off though. That was the problem. I didn't think she had the right angle to play that shot. But this is no easy shot. She's left.
Yeah, good news for Fortuński is at least if he pots this ball, the cue ball is coming down towards the 4-ball.
And he is a brilliant shot maker, is Mieszko. Second prize.
Oh, that's lovely. That's finished lovely. I mean, played a good cue ball at the end of the day. I mean, even if he had left a 3, putting the cue ball on the bottom rail would have left it really difficult for Kelly. So she's got the short cue.
Yeah, and the importance of this shot is that she makes sure she jumps over the 9 ball. You don't want to hit the 8 ball on the way past, the 9 ball, sorry. And got to be careful that you keep the cue ball on the table. Well, she'll take that. Good hit.
Yeah, there's distance between cue ball and object ball. He does have a pot. He might be tempted to pot the 3 and stun into the pink 4 and kind of see if it's his day.
Looks like he's trying to screw into the 9. Great shot there.
Such a great potter of the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's okay on the 4 ball here. May have to go up the table, but he could even play the snooker if he doesn't feel comfortable. And that's what he's played. He's played a clever shot there, showing Kelly a lot of respect in playing that shot.
Overhead camera kind of looked like he'd left an edge, but it's
Well,
never easy.
there is a good opportunity here, Carl. If Kelly is hooked on the 4 ball, she can go top rail, side rail, and there's a good chance that she may pot it into the right hand corner pocket. It looks like she can see the edge.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Was she trying to try and stun him behind the 7? I mean, that was such a difficult shot.
And Mieszko looks like he's got to power this ball in, because the angle looks like the cue ball's going to the left hand side rail if he does pot this. Well, he's decided to hold it and leave a thin 5 ball. Straight into the out of the pocket, never touch the sides. Sign of confidence. And that's perfect as well. He's playing well, Carl.
Yeah, everything he's going for, he's potting clean, and you know, that was a long 4 ball and he cued it nice, and looks like he's got speed of the table down as well. And I mean, of course, it's a lot easier when you've won 2R2. So Kelly's going to have it all to do, because it almost looks like it's certainly going to be 3-0. And it is 3-0. Kelly Fisher, the ladies world 9-ball champion, has it all to do. We'll be back after this break.
trick shot by Woodward. What a shot by Evolution.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels.
Whoa, did he split the wicket? What a beautiful shot that was. What a beautiful execution.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's best if you get up to the table and just hit the ball.
Welcome back to Day 2, Group 2 of the Predator Championship League pool. Kelly Fisher
Number 4.
has a
The time
huge
score is
task
3-2-0.
on her hands. She trails
Fortuński.
3-0 in
Mr.
this match.
Fortuński to break.
Fortuński will be breaking in rack 4. We seen yesterday on day 1 the table was breaking fairly kind, and also we're seeing the same thing today. There you see the wing ball goes, the 1 ball goes in the side, the 3 balls come down. It's all sitting pretty.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better break than that. Nicely on the 3. He's going to play a combo shot, and he wouldn't mind if the 3 and the 7 ball go in the same shot. Well, it stayed over the pocket, but these are what we call in the pool world Mary Ploppins.
Yeah, what Chris means by that saying is they're poppins. That means where you've not got much to do with the cue ball. Of course, things can go wrong, but means when all the balls are very open and it's just a case of connecting the dots. And even when you look at where the 8 ball is and the 6 ball, it's just such a natural angle to come down for the 8. You can play a little stop shot on the 8, perfect on the 9. Thank you very much. Ralph Suke and Iklent Catch on table 2 are still playing the first rack, so I'm guessing there's been a lot of safety in that opening rack. Now you see Mieszko comes down for the 8 ball, couple of little stop shots, and he will be on the hill. Dream start for Mieszko on day 2.
He's certainly played well, and for me, Mieszko and Eklent Catchy have been the best 2 players today. 4-0 to Mieszko. And Kelly Fisher's not done a great deal wrong. The miscue in the first rack has cost her.
Yeah, and as we've seen yesterday, it's all about qualifying for the semi-finals, and you know, you can play flawless pool all day and you can top the group, but you can easily lose in the semi-final or the final, just like Catch did yesterday. He topped the group and he lost to your good self Chris in the semis, so that's why he's back here today to battle it out. I mean, you would certainly think these guys are going to, you know, make semi-finals on more than one occasion.
Yeah, and Catch is one of them players. He doesn't mind playing all day, all night. I was at the Derby City Classic with him a few years ago. He was actually sharing a room, and I hardly ever saw him. He was just constantly playing for money. Nobody knew him at the time.
I bet that was an experience for the young lad.
Rack number 5. Current score is 4-0. Mr. Fortunski. Ms. Fisher, 2 break.
And I bet he's not shared again with you again.
And as we said, that is the difference there. Kelly, no shot on the 3 ball, the 4 and 5 tied up. The 6 doesn't go past the 7, but it is a combo. When it's going wrong, it's going wrong.
Yeah, that is not a pretty sight, is it? Look at that table.
She has got a shot. It's risky, but for me, I think it's probably worth taking it on. I'd play the cue ball into the side rail and just try and flick the 3 ball. So the 3 ball goes onto the bottom cushion and the cue ball spins up back towards the 7 and 6.
Fortunski, your option.
Well, that's not a bad shot she's played. She's tried to put the 9 in front of the 4 to stop it going into the corner. And I believe she has done. I think the right shot would be to put Kelly back in here. And what do you play here, Cal?
The old hit and hope.
She may try and clip off it and send the cue ball in behind the 6, but that is really risky.
Yeah, this is not an easy situation she's in, and that's why Fortunski's just gone carry on, let's see what you've got. Of course it helps he's got a 4-0 lead and she's tried your shot, hit the 6, and
It's not as bad as it first looks, because how does he get to the 4 ball? We know he's a great shot maker, we know he's got some cue power, but if he can make this and get to the 4, this will be the shot of the championship.
well, he's having a look to see if that 4
He's
passes.
actually playing it into the left hand corner and spinning and trying to make the cue ball hit the 4. What a great shot that is. He's short by about 3 inches from making the 4 past the 8. But is he going to play the hook behind the 5?
Yeah, he's had second best prize there. He can just play a
He's
little.
not hit a rail, it's a foul.
A foul. No rail.
Wow.
He's pulled out of the shot. Now then, can this change the match?
Well, I didn't see that coming.
And every frame, every rack is vital, because you get a point for winning a match in the league, then it goes on most frames won. Then frame losses, and then the head to head. So it's important, every single rack is important.
Of course, Kelly's going to be playing the green 6 onto the 7 as a combo, so she still needs to be a little bit careful.
That's not too bad. He's got to play a nice little drag shot here. Try and kill the cue ball. And the best way to play these combos is just imagine that the 7 ball isn't there. Try and pot the 6 clean. It's a good shot there from Kelly. Three balls away from getting her first rack on the board. She's been very lucky there. That was a poor shot from Kelly. She kind of snatched it a little bit. Can she just kill the cue ball?
I'm good at these type of shots when it's dead close to the 8, Chris. That was a little in-house joke there, and this 9 ball gets Kelly Fisher off the board. That's nice to see. She trails 4 racks to 1.
Yeah, nobody likes to see anybody getting a donut, as we call in the pool world, which is a 0, no racks won. But we saw earlier in the match, Kelly's miscue cost her 3 or 4 racks, and Mieszko's just made a bad mistake. So the match can certainly change. Just got to take each game at a time. So Carl, you don't play anymore. You're more of a commentator and a captain or vice captain of the Mosconi Cup team.
Yes, so be
Team
nice
Europe.
to me. You better start being nice to me.
Track number 6. Current score is
Yeah, I decided to hang the old
4-1
cue
in
up.
favor of Mr. Fortuński.
Sure you was happy about that. Some of the beatings I used to give you. Chris is not taking me on with these one-liners at all. Now just watch the purple 5 ball. Should fly straight into the corner. Just like that.
And the tide is turned. We said it can happen, and it looks like it is happening.
Yeah, just another roll. And he's got a shot on the 1, and now things are a lot more difficult. The Clank catch is 2-0 up on Ralph Suke over on table 2. Ralph has not won a match yet today. He has played 3, lost 3.
Yeah, and he started off like that yesterday. His first 2 games he lost, and then he won his next 3, and then lost on the hill to Niels Fyan. He just seemed to miss a few balls which he doesn't normally miss. And that one just sneaked in there. And where do you push out to here, Carl? That's not a bad position, but again, I'd be looking to tie something up. Put the 9 next to the 6, or this isn't a bad option, but what can you play on the 1 ball? You can only dump the 1 ball up and down and leave the cue ball onto the top rail.
Yeah, I mean, would Kelly play it or would she let him play it?
Well, I think I'd be letting my opponent play this shot. It's one of them where if you don't hit it exactly where you need to, the 1 ball could hit the 3, and if you don't hit it hard enough, you could send it over the pocket.
Yeah, and let's not forget, it's not just the top 4 that we're focusing on for the semi-finals. One of these players will exit the tournament. Whoever finishes bottom in this league is out of the event.
And that's what he's done. He's stuck it near the pocket. No easy shot for Kelly. And she won't want to roll this. She's one of them players who likes to hit the ball with authority.
Chris, I just want to point some out on that shot. I'd have played the one ball in between the brown 7 and the red 3 just because I was 4-1 up. I'd just leave distance and let Kelly have all the problems.
Yeah, that's what I would have played also, Cal. And Mieszko's got his chance now to run out and take the match and have 3 wins from 3 matches.
Ralph Suke is just about to get his first rack on the board, which is turning out to be a big match for Ralph, because of course if Kelly Fisher goes on to lose this match, he will have played 3-1, and Ralph has no wins yet, so interesting stories happening.
Mieszko's absolutely perfect on the 2 ball here. Nice little stop shot. Perfectly on the 3 to the 4. Or should I say? Well, he decided to punch it in. It's still perfect on the 3. Leave a nice little angle on the 4 ball to spin 2 rails or 3 rails to get onto the 6. He'll want to stop the cue ball dead. And he's absolutely perfect on this. Nine ball's all about leaving these big angles on balls so that you don't have to hit it hard, therefore the pocket will accept the object ball.
Where's the cue ball here?
Well, that was why I would never have played that side of the 6, because you're bringing that pocket into the equation. I mean, he's played it well, but it was very dangerous. Where you play it below the 6, you can't fail.
Yeah, he's been a little bit fortunate there, but you know, he's played well in this match. He deserves a little bit of a roll now and then, as we all do. And of course, Kelly Fisher did have a shot. Wasn't an easy shot on the 1 ball, but it was an opportunity. Just got to make sure you leave yourself a nice big angle on the 8. Otherwise, you've got too much to do.
That's just about perfect. Few options. He can just play 2 rails, top rail, side rail, leave a thin 9 ball. Or he could spin it with lots of left hand spin for the 9 ball into the left corner, which is what he's played, and that is inch perfect. Very impressive, Carl.
Yeah, he's certainly the man to beat on day 2, and this simple 9 ball makes it 3 out of 3 for Mieszko Fortunski. We'll be right back after this short break. Kelly Fisher will stay on this table. She's playing 2-time World Pool Masters champion David Alcade.